Hey YouTube, what's up? Back again. Wanted to showcase my Tatum collection. Got my 5th card in and kind of made it a point over the past year to be very selective with what I picked up. Quality over quantity with him. And I'm pretty pumped with where things are at. Disclaimer before I show these cards are in pretty good condition, but the mags that they're in, I need to order new ones to get everything updated. So this National Treasures timeline patch, was very pumped whenever I got the opportunity to own this. Actually owned the 1 out of 10, sold it, and was just very mad at myself for doing such a stupid thing. The 1 out of 10 is still with the original, still with the person who I sold it to, so pretty pumped on that. But just a very nostalgic card for me. It was like my first big Tatum that I purchased. And yeah, was very pumped whenever that one came back up because I never thought I'd own it again. This one I got today though is just sick. This patch, I owned this as well. This was 6 out of 10. The one I owned, sold it. I sold that one on purpose though because it was sold on Probstein, and I know that one of them wrote on a post-it when the auction was, and they wrote on a post-it note above his face, and it was just the card in a penny sleeve. So it had like the indentation of like June right across his face, and I was like so frustrated. I reached out to Probstein, said still want the card, numbered out of 10. So I wasn't just trying to like get rid of it to get rid of it, but I wanted a partial refund, and they said we can't do that. So I said okay, I'm just gonna keep it. So I had the 6 out of 10, sold it last December because I just hated it. I hated it. It was too late for the return, and it was just, I hated it. Like, obviously disclosed that in the eBay statement or eBay description, and somebody still bought it cheaper than what I paid. And then this one popped up over in May, right after they lost Game 7 to the Heat. This one popped up, and I was like so quick because 7 out of 10 is a very sentimental number to me. My friend wore that number in high school for football, and he passed away in high school, so anytime I get like a 7 out of, I'm always about that. So these two are very big. These are my 2 Tatum autos. Regal Achievements talks about his 60-point game versus the Spurs. Needed to pick that up. Smart in the background, Jalen right there, Tatum. 60 points. I remember watching that game and just in awe, like, holy crap, this guy's so good. Was really pumped to pick this one up. It was one that was on my list. I actually missed out. I bought a PSA 9 of that, and when I bought it, obviously super excited, went to eBay authentication and they denied it. So I was like, oh, so bummed out, so dejected, and then I ended up buying a raw one. This one, very big game. Tatum, obviously Celtics Heat rivalry. Been more of a rivalry in my lifetime than Celtics Lakers. Started watching seriously, like, my first game I ever watched of basketball was when the Celtics won the finals, because we were at Ocean City, Maryland, and my dad was like, we have to get back to the hotel and the Celtics are playing. At this time I'm all baseball, so I'm like, who the hell are the Celtics? And then I watched and they won a championship, and I was like, oh man, I got to get in on this. Of course, haven't won one since, but Celtics Heat, getting over that hump. Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Card commemorates that moment. I had to pick that up. Again, that's on the mag, but I had to pick this up because it commemorated that moment. And then, lastly, the big card I got. So I owned last year's Jumbo Materials, and I sold it. And still to this day frustrated that I sold the 2021-2022 Jumbo Materials from Noir. But the 2022-2023 popped up, and I was super aggressive with the bidding, and I was like, I need it for the PC. I like the giant patch. I needed it. And upon getting it in, I was like, hey, that looks pretty weird. Now, is it from the same jersey? I don't know about that. Kyle from Wax Museum Podcast is the person that digs into jerseys. I just collect. I can't spend all that time to look those up. But just super pumped to be able to own this. I like the picture they used. The city jerseys that I love. I like everything about this card. And to be able to pick that up for my Tatum PC. So I have 5 cards in my Tatum PC. 2024 goals are going to be a little bit switched up from what you see here. These are hits. I kind of want to use 2024 to pick up his green prism rookie, a galactic from any year, a kaboom, and a downtown. I think those 4 will be like a good way to diversify the PC. And then 2025, I mean, we're looking really down the road, but 2025 could use to pick up a big Tatum rookie and then be like, oh, these are my 10 Tatum cards. Like, these are the 10 that I have to represent his career as a Celtic. And obviously, Hoops does their finals thing, like championship feelings and championship moments. If the Celtics ever win a championship, obviously we go after that Hoops card. But, I mean, that's way down the road. Who knows if that'll ever happen. But for now, these are the 5 cards that represent Tatum in my Celtics collection, and I just wanted to show these off to you guys real quick. Wind it back down. Timeline materials patch. National Treasures patch. Oh, I didn't state this before, but a big reason I like this card. Back in the background here, somebody has a mask on, and I think it's cool to be able to represent that in my collection as well, like COVID, like what being a sports fan was like during COVID and everything. The 2 autos. Talks about the 60-point game. It talks about finals, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. And then the pickup from today. Jumbo materials. So that is the 5 cards. All right, guys, I'm out. Peace.